How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with another review with Joe.
How's it going?
NEPA Beer Reviews. I just came back from a birthday trip to New York where they got a whole bunch of beers, or had a whole bunch of beers, and brought a couple back, so we're going to do a couple of reviews, see what's what. And but first, we have this, and you're like, what is this? It has question marks all over it. Our buddy Ryan, Lew Brew on YouTube.
Lew Brew.
You can check him out. I've done a couple of his homebrew beers review-wise. He's done a couple of reviews with me and with Joe. And he gave me a couple beers the other day. And he gave me this one. It's a mystery beer. We don't know what it is. But we have a mystery key envelope in here telling us what the beer is. So basically he wants us to review the beer, talk about it, and then open it up. And he's going to tell us what it is. And it was under the premise of this. He's like, it could be a commercial beer. It could be a homebrew. First things first. Chances are, it's homebrew. I'm going to guess right here.
I would also go out on a limb and say homebrew.
Only because you see here, there's a torn off Founders label. So if it's commercial beer, it's a Founders beer.
Yeah.
Okay?
That he
tried to...
He scribbled out... He put a question mark on it.
Yeah.
Then scribbled it out around the red question mark.
Yes. And so it could be a Founders beer, or it could be homebrew. So, I mean, just from the outside of this, we both guessed that it's probably a homebrew trying to be a Founders beer.
Yeah.
You both guessed it's something that's trying to be breakfast stout. Mm-hmm. So, that's us guessing beforehand, before you even tried it.
The only reason we put that guess out there was, I'm pretty sure, and the two of us are actually pretty sure, that based on the color of the label, this bottle, whether it's homebrew or not, was at one point a breakfast stout.
And this is us totally ruining the whole thing. Like, he's trying to express. Yeah. The only reason I personally might go a different beer is because I know he's been fucking with We Heavy, so we might have a dirty bastard on our hands too. So,
I didn't even think about dirty.
So we might have a dirty bastard, but anyway, we're assuming it might be a homebrew trying to be a Founders beer, but we won't know until we dive into it. So like I said, we got the envelope piece, little envelope here. And we got the mystery beer. So yeah, first things first. Label wise, it's awesome. It's like a fucking ghetto ass version of the Riddler.
Yeah,
going on right now.
Like the Riddler gave us beer.
The Riddler gave us beer. Exactly. So let's just crack it open. First things first. If it's undercarbonated or gushes, it's homebrew.
Gushing, homebrew.
So it's definitely homebrew.
Yes. We
know that first off, based of it. I wouldn't say it's gushing. But it's definitely a tad overcarbonated. Yeah. So,
I don't know.
Let's get a tilt on this. Let's see if I can fight this carbonation a bit.
A lot of yeast sediment on the bottom of that bottle.
Is there?
Yeah, I saw like a good little...
Get beer on me. I'm not going to pour any more in there, so I'm going to get more head. So yeah, I mean...
It does look like a stout now.
No, I'm going We Heavy.
You're going
based
We
off
Heavy?
of the look. Yeah, because when I poured it, it had this kind of ruby reddish kind of hue to it as opposed to more of a brownish color.
It did. I'm not going to say anything until we get into it.
Okay. So I mean,
I have some ideas.
Super gentle pour in his end. Well, let's go into it and just see what we taste. Let's try and guess towards the end.
Okay.
And, bigger head on mine, obviously. Like I said, it was a bit overcarbonated. Color-wise, like I said, I mean, it's a reddish-brownish. I mean, you can even see, like, a bit of more carbonation coming from the bottom there. So a decent amount of carbonation going on in there. So, but it's slightly overcarbonated. It's not blowing up all over the place. No. So let's get a nose on her. We Heavy, man. I'm going old ale. I'm smelling... What I'm getting is I'm getting cherry liqueur. Almost like a cherries. I'm getting cherries. I'm getting a little bit of date figginess going on. Almost like it's all together in one. Like it was cooked together down there. You get some cherry, a little date, a little figginess, you get a little sweetness going on in there.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm right there with you. I got a
caramel malt, definitely.
Yeah. There is a fruitiness to it. There was also maybe a little, a slight tartness to it as well.
I think that's maybe where I'm getting that kind of cherry from.
It could be.
But yeah, I'm getting somewhere between wee heavy and old ale. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting on it.
I think like a subtle like smokiness to it as well.
I'm guessing maybe even a wee heavy with some kind of liquor in it. Well, not necessarily a lot of oakiness, but maybe something that was soaked with some kind of liquor.
Okay.
Maybe I'm not getting a barrel in there, but that...
No, I'm not getting a barrel. I'm not really getting a woody quality to it.
No, but that cherry to me is like a cherry liqueur. It's almost like a liquor vibe to the cherry. Yeah. For me, that's just me.
Yeah. Well, let's
dive in, man. Cheers. I'm getting a kind of oaky woodiness now.
Yeah. There's a bit of like a char to it as well.
Yep. I'm getting that woodiness. I'm getting a bit of char in there. I'm definitely getting caramel malt in there. I'm getting like a... Is it a lot of hops? Is there like a...
I don't think so.
I think there is a decent amount of hops in here, but like an English hop. Like a champion maybe or something? Or some fugly something maybe? I don't know. That's just me though.
Okay.
A lot of that candiness, that figgy caramel, and even cherryness, I'm not getting a ton of it in the mouth. It's more in the nose. In the mouth is more of a dry, kind of charry oakiness.
That's the finish to me is really dry. The body is pretty light. There's not a whole hell of a lot going on. Like body-wise, there's not a real creaminess to it.
It does have this subtle grittiness to it.
There is a gritty character.
Yeah, and not in a negative way. Like it's not actually like some. I don't mind a little bit of grittiness in certain beers, but it tastes like. That's my guess right now. If I'm just gonna throw a guess out there, it's somewhere. This tastes like someone tried to make a version of KBS without coffee.
Okay.
That's the vibe I'm getting from this. Or no chocolate, no coffee. More like I want to make a wee heavy. I'm gonna take a dirty bastard and I'm gonna barrel age it a little bit, but more of like a toasty, charred oakiness. Maybe a little bit of booze involved, but I don't think that's coming through.
Yeah, there is maybe a slight boozy character to me. Like you really have to sit and wait and like think and look for it. And like, okay, yeah, maybe that is a little bit of heat coming up.
And that's kind of the poo-poo thing about us seeing this little bit of Founders here, because I'm totally leaning. If this was stripped completely on here, I probably wouldn't have leaned Founders as much, because we wouldn't know. Because the shape of the bottle, other people use the shape of the bottle. So that in itself is influence. So if he's
anything else.
Yeah, if he's being all Riddler-like, and he peeled this off the bottle and put it on there just to fuck with us, that would be even better, but I don't think he's that Machiavellian. So yeah, I mean, that's my guess. My guess is somewhere between... Someone who's trying to do a wee heavy that's leaning slightly between wee heavy and old ale that has some kind of char oakiness to it, maybe some booze involved.
There might even be like a smoked malt involved.
Maybe a little bit
to it, and I'm gonna guess that even with this crazy carbonation, I'm gonna guess that there might be some time on this bottle, and some stuff has dropped off.
Could be.
I don't know. The only reason I'm saying that is because I have an idea as to what this is.
And what Joe is saying is he thinks this is the beer that me, him, and Ryan made about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, that's actually...
So
that is exactly what I was...
Yep. Let's open this fucker up, because I think that's what it is, too. And it says on here... This is the Scotch ale the three of us brewed, aged on maple bourbon-soaked oak chips, brewed 914. Nice. So, I'm telling you right now, we had no idea. No clue whatsoever. So the Founders bottle itself, I mean, what are we trying to make? Do we have an area going with this?
We had a Scotch ale idea going with
We had a Scotch ale idea, so, I mean, it kind of makes sense. The maple, maybe that was a little bit of that kind of... Again, it's maple. Take it for what it will. That datey, figgy sweetness, more of like a candied sweetness on the nose that I was getting. Maybe that was the maple in it, and maybe a mixture of that and a bourbon. I still don't get a ton of bourbon on there. This is way better than what it was when we originally had it.
Yeah,
absolutely. I remember having this beer when we originally did it, and brewed 914. I don't know if I said that, so
Yeah.
what is it? It's almost a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? So yeah. The second you uttered the words, you might know what it is. It flashed in my head. I was like, I know exactly what this fucking is too. So there you go.
The reason that I knew that I thought I knew what it was, and as it turns out I did, was the color. When you kept saying Scotch ale.
Yeah.
Because I entered the base beer into a homebrew competition, the same competition that I won my barley wine in.
Yeah.
And I watched it get judged.
Yeah.
And it came out, and it was that fucking color against two like properly colored Scotch ales, and I'm like, this is gonna be fucking shitty.
Is in there.
Yeah.
Like it's like fluttering the carbonation. But yeah, that was really fucking fun actually.
That was really fun.
I had a blast doing it. I think we were pretty fucking close on pretty much everything, which is always fun to do. You know what I mean? Because then you kind of get a little bit of validation going on. So yeah.
And here's the thing. Here's another thing. Brewers know their beer. Always know their own beer.
Yeah. Well, I don't brew, and I figured it out somehow. So who the fuck knows about that?
That was it. I think it was more of a cue from me by saying I
said every single thing.
No, like
except those words to the end.
Yeah, no, like what it was. Like what I said was like when I said I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I'm gonna keep it to the end. I'm gonna.
Yeah, that was fun. So there you go. Thanks, Ryan.
Send more of these.
Thanks, Ryan. Yeah,
watching.
if anybody out there, actually, that's a good thing. If anybody out there in the internet likes this kind of thing, because I love doing this shit, it's really hard to get people to do this because really, when we get beers, we either for me, it's somebody sending me beer and they're like, it's labeled or it's from a brewery or I have to pick it up myself or it's a gift from a friend. So it's really hard to keep shit under wraps. So if anybody out there wants to send us homebrew, or wants to send us commercial beer and totally strip the label off, do this whole envelope deal, and see if you can trip us up, fuck us up. Because I'll put myself out there. I don't give a fuck if I'm totally wrong. I don't give two fucks. You know what I mean? But yeah,
this was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I really, really, really enjoyed this.
It's a lot funner when you nail it.
Yeah. Oh,
too,
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I've done a couple blind reviews where one I think I got all of the beers right though.
Yeah.
In that one, so that was fun. But either way, it was fun. It was like 3 Belgian triples, and that was one I really didn't particularly like that style.
Liked them. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little mystery beer challenge we had going on there, because we certainly fucking did. If you did or you didn't, or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you want to check us out anywhere else on the internet, myself, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on tap, Massive Beers in all 4 of those places. How about you?
You can find me at nepabeerreviews.squarespace.com. Also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at NEPA Beer Reviews.
There you go. So another fun, not another mystery beer review. First mystery beer review down. Hopefully, future ones to come. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully, you're enjoying a nice homebrew right now. And hopefully, see you next time. Cheers.